Welcome on in to Big Play, Big Bets. I'm Nick Pedone. He is Big Play Dave, and we are presented by Tipico Sportsbook, ready to win some bets for you guys. College football, NFL. We got it all going on here, Dave, and we got to get ourselves right. Last week, do you want to have a guess at your record?
Better than you.
9-1. 9 wins. 9 losses, 1 push.
That's not going to do it.
It was better than me, however, at 8-10-1. We got to be better this week.
Oh, we will be.
All right, let's get things started on that college football slate, and this is a doozy. It's the only college game that we're going to talk about this week, and that just goes to show the magnitude of this matchup. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes are 3-point favorites on the road in South Bend. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Dave.
OSU offense is picking up steam. Go listen to the Bobby Carpenter Show. He will break it all down for you. I cannot go against the Buckeyes here. I'm going with the Buckeyes money line.
Buckeyes money line. So
money
you're not
line.
going, you think it could be as close as you don't even trust this 3-point spot?
I don't.
Okay, let's take a look here. 72% of money on Tipico Sportsbook right now is on Ohio State money line. 78% of money is on OSU to cover -3. Obviously, Tipico, big Ohio company, just like Big Play. People in the Buckeye State are going to bet on the Buckeyes. I'm going to go a little different from you, Dave. I'm taking the Buckeyes to cover that 3-point spread.
Okay.
And the reason why is what I saw last week. Kyle McCord knows he's the guy. He's got that confidence boost heading into this game.
Who'd they play?
They played Western Kentucky, but it was a good game
That gives
to
you that
get
much
back
faith? All
into
right.
the rhythm. They had an absolute offensive explosion in that second quarter. I know it started slow against WKU, but I really think McCord knows he's the man now. It's his offense. And this guy, Marvin Harrison Jr., 68% of money on anytime touchdown score bets are on Marvin Harrison Jr. 100% of money on Tipico is on his over for receiving yards.
100%.
Nobody has bet his under. And that just goes to show how good that dude is, and
that's something you do not see very often.
Ohio State is going to be throwing that football to Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a big game against Notre Dame. It's probably their biggest test until, that team up north.
Go Bucks. Let's go, baby.
We got to get a dub. Get a dub Saturday. Set us up for this Sunday slate. Let's go Bucks. Win by at least 4. Please, Kyle McCord, you're the guy now. Go prove it to everybody. Shut this Sam Hartman conversation down. Notre Dame's a good team. We're riding with the Buckeyes. Straight ahead, we are going to get you guys into the NFL Week 3 slate. Stay with us. Alrighty, week 3 of the NFL season is here. We are Big Play, Big Bets. I'm Nick Pedone. He is Big Play Dave.
What up?
And it is time, Ryan, for Odds Flash.
Let's go.
Odds Flash is on Tipico Sportsbook from 10 a.m. till noon on Sunday. So download that Tipico Sportsbook now. Right before kickoff, you're going to want to get in on this NFL action with Odds Flash. And I know what you're probably saying. Nick, what is Odds Flash? Well, that's where Tipico Sportsbook takes all the money lines of every NFL game and boosts them. So you're sincerely getting the best money line odds in all of Ohio. You're listening to me and Dave getting ready to give you every single pick on this NFL Week 3 slate. So download Tipico Sportsbook now. When you do, use promo code BIGPLAY150. You're going to get $150 of bets on us plus a $30 dog pound bet to bet on the Browns with us Week 3 before our tailgate. And it's Odds Flash time, Dave. So let's get into some of these boosted bets with Tipico.
And Nick, I've got a surprise for you. I am going to parlay all of these together for one giant payout.
one huge bet.
And we might do something fun with that.
All right, stay tuned. Dave is going to try to parlay all of these together. Let's get things started. Jets at Patriots on Sunday. The Patriots are 0-2, Dave, but they're 2.5-point favorites in this matchup. 78% of money on Tipico Sportsbook right now is on Patriots money line. There's some believers, despite the Pats being 0-2, despite Mac Jones looking kind of mid. People think Bill Belichick snaps the losing streak right here.
Hard pass on watching this game. I'm going to take the Patriots. I'm riding with Bill. I went against Bill last week. Worked out. Going Patriots this week in the first leg of the parlay.
I agree. I think Patriots bounce back here. My pick is less to do with the Patriots, more to do with Zach Wilson blows. Give me the Pats. Let's go to Detroit, where the 1-1 Lions will host the surprise of the league, 2-0 Atlanta Falcons. Despite the record disparity, Detroit, 3.5-point favorites. Looking to bounce back from last week. I got the Lions.
I am going Lions again against the spread. Dan Campbell is not losing again.
Let's bite some kneecaps off, baby, on Sunday. Let's go to Washington, where the Commanders, they're undefeated too with Sam Howell, young quarterback. But just how real is it? The Buffalo Bills are coming into town, and the Bills are 6-point favorites on the road in this matchup, Dave.
Bills blowout, take it -6. It's going to be more than that.
Yeah. This is
a get-right game for the Buffalo Bills.
And I get that they're 1-1, so it feels weird to say get-right game, but that 6 feels a little disrespectful. They're far and away the better team than Washington. I got Buffalo here too, man. Kind of concerning. We have picked the same 3-4-3, and I think we might go 4-4 as the Broncos will get on the road and travel to the Miami Dolphins. Look to be the class of the AFC right now. Miami 6.5-point favorites at home, Hard Rock Stadium. 93% of money line bets on Tipico Sportsbook heading into this week on Dolphins money line. My money is factored into that percentage. I've already bet on the Dolphins.
Ryan?
No, you're not doing it here.
Fade Pedone, upset of the week. The Broncos are going to get their first win of the year.
And your parlay busts just like that.
Incorrect.
You're betting on Danger Russ in Miami against Tua, my guy, Mike
They're keeping
McDaniel.
it within 6. They're keeping it within 6. Let's go Broncos.
All right, let's head to Jacksonville, where the Jags are just a massive 8.5-point favorite against the Houston Texans. That's a big spread there.
Anytime it's over 8, I get nervous.
Yeah, it makes me a little
Not in this one. I'm rolling with the Jags.
Okay, you got the Jags -8.5. The Jags have looked goofy to me.
I agree.
They've looked a little weird with Doug Peterson, Trevor Lawrence in year 2.
Yep.
I think they're still a very good football team.
They are.
They win this game. I'm going to go on the Texans to cover. Texans +8.5 in this one. I think it's a 7-point game. Jags win. Let's go to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the Vikings are 1-point favorites in a pick'em of 0-2 teams.
What is going on with these teams?
This is the surprise of the league, in my opinion. Chargers, Vikings, 2 good teams that don't have a win yet.
What is up with Justin Herbert?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, all the Twitter streets say that he's a social media quarterback, and I thought he was good. I thought, no, the stats aren't inflated. He's a good NFL caliber quarterback, but I don't know. What my eyes are telling me through 2 weeks, he's got an 0-2 record. I'm going to pick the Vikings in this game because they're at home.
Fade Pedone, I am going against you in this one. I know the home team, the Vikings, love them, even though they stink this year. Chargers stink as well. They're going to stink less in this game.
All right, man. I think this game could be the one that puts our local guy, I hate to do this, Brandon Staley on pack watch. The Chargers don't look very good, especially how they finished out last year.
Yeah.
If they lose this one, things get bad in a hurry. Let's go to Baltimore, Dave, where the Ravens are massive 8-point favorites against the 1-1 Indianapolis Colts, and the reason behind it, the young, promising quarterback, Anthony Richardson, is out. Honestly, has been one of my favorite rookies to watch this year, won't be playing in this game.
I mean, how can you go with the Colts?
How about this?
What?
The
Give me
Ravens
something.
today ruled out wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., cornerback Marlon Humphrey, offensive tackle Ronnie Staley, center Tyler Linderbaum, safety Marcus Williams, running back Justice Hill, defensive end Odef Away for Sunday's game against the Colts. All starters that I just named will be out for the Ravens against Indy.
Give me the Ravens.
Ravens
and the points.
Fade Dave. I'm going Gardner Minshew, baby. Minshew mania. Give me the Colts.
I love that, dude.
Give me the Colts covering the spread. Screw Baltimore.
See, this is an emotional hedge bet. I'm going with the Ravens and the points because then if that happens, great.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's move off that monstrosity of a game and go to Green Bay, where the Packers are 1-1, but they're underdogs at Lambeau Field against the undefeated New Orleans Saints, who are 2.5-point favorites. I'm going to keep picking the Saints, man.
I'm with you.
I'm a believer. Derek
we
Carr.
went with them last week. We're going with them again. Let's go.
All right, let's head to Seattle. Legion of Boom is 1-1. They're 6-point favorites here because Bryce Young will miss this game for the Panthers. He was ruled out due to that ankle injury. He looks really small. I got the Seahawks, man. The Panthers are not a good football team. We had that on.
They're not.
Monday Night Football in the Tipico lounge right here at Burke Lakefront Airport.
Who's at
in
the
Big
helm
Play
for that
Studios. And it was just a disgusting game. And they kept doing the picture-in-picture. ESPN, let me tell you something. Nobody wants to see that. We'll pull it up on our laptops. We'll flip the channel to ESPN2. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see that. Who is going to be the starter for Carolina?
Is it Andy Dalton?
The Red Rocket.
What?
I won't be watching that one either. Let's go
my God.
to the desert where the Cardinals are massive 12.5-point dogs.
Hold on, I'm going to take Andy Dalton in 6.
Andy Dalton?
Yes.
To cover that?
To cover 6. Red Rocket, let's go.
Come on, Gino. We're covering the 6, baby. Seahawks all day.
Wow.
All right, we're going to go out to the desert.
Yep.
Our guy, Josh Dobbs. He's a 12.5-point dog at home. A little bit of news heading into a 12.5 dog at home is kind of funny. A little bit of news headed into this game, and maybe we'll make Josh Dobbs' life a smidge bit easier, is that Trevon Diggs, the superstar defensive back for Dallas, is out for the season due to that torn ACL.
You know what I'm going to do with this one? Was that a fake Pedone?
Yeah, just inadvertently?
A preemptive fake Pedone. I am going to go alternative spread on this.
Okay.
And I'm going to get as many points as I can for the Cardinals and just go underdog.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, like, you're saying Cardinals plus?
I'm going to build it up to like plus 18 and a half. And just give me all the points.
Don't get blown out by 20, Arizona. I'm going to take the Cardinals just as is.
Okay.
12.5.
All right,
Josh Dobbs, show me something. Show me anything.
Nobody's with us. 93% on Cowboys.
I mean, they do look like, seriously, the class of the NFL. I'm just trying to pick an underdog here. I'm going to take the Cardinals.
All right.
To cover that 12.5, it's a big spot. I like staying away in those spots. That's just me. Let's go to Arrowhead, where we have another gigantic spread.
These are some gigantic spreads in the NFL.
And that is why we are rolling right on through them. The Chiefs are 12.5-point favorites at home against the Chicago Bears. And what a week it was in Chicago. Justin Fields says that his poor play is due to not himself, not being on a different page than the rest of his teammates, but coaching. He just went coaching.
Right.
He threw
it words in his mouth.
He threw it all
Typical
under the bus.
Media Nick Pedone.
And he tried walking it back, but he said what he said. He blamed it on coaching. And I think a piece of him is right. Their coaching staff is awful.
He said nothing wrong. He needs to go out and ball. He looked good last year. He needs to build off of that.
Yeah.
Stop listening to his coaches and just go out and win a game or keep it within 2 touchdowns. Give me Justin Fields not thinking plus 12.5.
Dave's like one of those toxic dads right now that's telling his kid Justin Fields, hey, you don't listen to the coach. You go out there and play your style of ball.
Go out and play.
I'm completely fading that. Give me the Chiefs minus 12.5 to get right again. Or it feels weird saying get right, but they're going to get right. 78% of people betting on the Chiefs minus 12.5. Let's wrap up this Sunday slate with the Browns before we get into our primetime games, Dave.
Yes.
What do you say? Brownies, 3.5-point favorites back at home, Cleveland Browns Stadium. We're going to be out in front. Burke Lakefront Airport doing our tailgate. The Browns are 1-0 in games that we have a tailgate out front at Burke.
Pop on down. We are out here.
All right, how about this little factoid? Kevin Stefanski is 6-0, undefeated, never lost, versus the AFC South. Mike Vrabel, completely different story. He's 2-6 against teams in the AFC North.
Stats don't lie. Me and Paul D. Podesta, let's go. We are going with our Browns. Week 3. Must-win game.
Must win.
We made
3.
it.
Headline on Cleveland.com this week. How can the Cleveland Browns turn their season around in week 3 and still make the playoffs? Crazy that we're talking about that. I'm with
Next
Dave.
game.
Like he said, men lie, women lie, stats do not lie.
Please just go win.
Browns money
Please
line,
win.
go win. Bet that big play boost as well. That's boosted to plus money.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson, all he's got to do, 150 passing yards. If he can't do that, we got way
I'll
deeper
give him
issues.
one more week to be decent.
We
Yeah.
got way bigger issues than the big play boost. Go get 150 yards, Deshaun, and Jerome Ford, anytime touchdown.
I like that.
Kareem Hunt's going to play in this game, but
Yep.
Kevin Stefanski has said Jerome Ford is the feature back.
He doesn't look that big, but he's a big boy. He can do it.
Similar runner to Nick Chubb. I like the Browns money line. I like the big play boost.
Yep.
Let's go to Sunday Night Football. The 1-1 Raiders are 3-point favorites at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm going to go ahead here and take the floor. Give me the Raiders, please.
I'm with you.
The
all day.
Raiders with these 3 points, that is measly. The Pittsburgh
Steelers stink.
are a horrible
They stink.
team. I know the last that
Offense is atrocious.
but the last
Goodbye.
we saw them, they got a dub, and that just goes to show how inept the Browns were.
-7 yards in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the Steelers are not a good football team. I will be stunned if they go cross country and win this game. I am hammering the Raiders.
All right, on to the next.
Monday Night Football. It's our guy, Baker
By
Mayfield.
the way, I don't love 2 Monday night games. When are we done with this?
You know, I'll say this. Last week, when we were trying to enjoy our watch party in the Tipico Lounge, I'm with you. I hated it. And on the show last week, I was like, I like it. 2 games to bet on. I'm going to give it another chance this week. I'm going to bet on both of these games.
Okay.
Follow them both at the same time.
Love it.
But I hated that they kept doing that picture-in-picture, man. Stop doing that.
That's right. All right, Monday Night Football. Let's go back to back. Which games are you picking? So you said Eagles, Bucks, and then we've got Rams, Bengals. Put them together.
Bucks are 2-0. Give me Baker Mayfield's Bucks to cover that spread. Little upset alert.
No.
Baker,
Fade Pedone.
prime time.
Fade Pedone. He
Monday
already knew
Night
it was coming.
Football.
Ryan already knew it was coming. Fade Pedone. Eagles all day.
Dave's
in that
on the
Bucs game.
Eagles. I'm on the Bucks, and I will parlay that with the Bengals -3. Getting
I'm
off
with
the
you there.
schneid.
I am with you there.
It's time
They
for
can't
Joe
look that
Burrow
bad.
to bounce back. They don't look that bad. Like, they're moving the ball a little bit more than they were against the Browns in week 2. 66% of money line bets on Bengals versus Rams are on the Bengals in this matchup. There's people believing in Cincinnati. I get that they're 0-2. That's not going to last for very long. I really like the Bengals -3 here. And if they do lose that and they disappoint me, I probably won't bet on the Bengals again the rest of this
That
year.
is completely
There's
fair.
no reason to.
Oh, Nick, I am parlaying these all together.
All right, man.
Let's go make some money.
Yeah, let's go do it. Make sure you guys download that Tipico Sportsbook app.
Odds Flash.
Get ready for Sunday. It's Odds Flash, where they boost all of these odds from 10 a.m. till noon. You got 2 hours to get the best money line odds in all of Ohio. So be like Dave and parlay
Be like me.
all of these picks, because you're going to have, seriously, the best odds in Ohio. Download Tipico today. Use promo code BIGPLAY150. We'll give you $150 of bets on us, plus that $30 dog pound bet to bet on the Browns with us on Sunday. See everybody down here at Burke Lakefront Airport before Browns Titans for that Tipico Big Play tailgate. Until then, we'll see you next week on Big Plays, Big Bets, presented by Tipico.
Big hat.